what's up? We are live again. Happy Friday, everybody.
What
Hey.
up? What up?
Happening. WandaVision Day, Friday.
Oh yeah. Gotta see what she pulled next.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was Agatha all along.
Oh my God.
Y'all gotta watch the show. If y'all don't know, it just went over y'all head.
Yeah. I was like, am I the only one on in the ocean drowning? Because what are y'all talking about? But yeah, happy Friday. I it's sad to say happy when it's like divorce is clearly on the screen right now. But yeah, let's talk about this Kim and Kanye divorce because the news hit a couple of days ago that Kim Kardashian had officially filed for divorce. This is after 7 years of marriage, all them children we remember. They made me a fan of them. Kimye, it's forever going to be known in our hearts. And honestly, I'm surprised because it's been about 3 or 4 days now, and Kanye West has not said anything. He has not gone on his Twitter. He has not made any rants, nothing. And this is from the same person who told 10,000 people that Jay-Z has shooters. Like, this is that he's that open with us about his life. And yeah, he has not said anything, which is leading me to believe that he is trying to fight for his marriage. I think that his family is the only thing he really loves more than himself, Kanye West. So I think that they're gonna pull a Cardi B Offset. I think it's gonna be a little whoop-de-whoop. Like, false alarm, y'all. He really wanted to run for president again in 2024, and I had to shake him up. That's just how I feel about it personally. But I don't know how you feel, Meg. Because you remember them getting engaged and everything?
I do. That was like back in 2013, I think. He spent almost like $3.3 million proposing to Kim from he got to rent out the San Francisco Giants park for free to propose to her. You remember he put, "Will you marry me?" on the Jumbotron. And it actually looked like it was like a begging because it was like, "Please marry me," like the way he spelled it. It was like, okay, like begging her. But then he also had like 3 different engagement rings made because he didn't know which one she would like. He hired a 50-piece orchestra. Like, he pulled out all the stops for her. And I mean, it was like a beautiful proposal. I was like, wow, you have this whole thing set up. Every girl's dream proposal, right? Like, elaborate. But they also had an elaborate wedding. That's just who they are as individuals, but together it's like over the top extravagance. They got married in Florence, Italy, and Kim's dress alone, I think it was like $500,000. And then North, who wasn't even one yet, she was so cute, but she had on this custom Givenchy dress, like doing the most. Okay, they put so much money into just an engagement and a wedding.
Which I feel like, hey, hopefully you think you're only, well, it was her second wedding. So, I mean.
Oh, it was her third marriage.
Yo, it was her third marriage, definitely second big wedding. Like, my uncle got married 3 times and each wedding got a little smaller. Like, by the third wife, we just had a picnic. So.
Yeah, did we forget like why Kanye was interested in Kim?
Because she got
was a status at the time. Like, she was working her way up that ladder. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was the girl to get, I guess, for Kanye at the time. Like,
right?
It just made sense.
So it's not like he was like, man, I just love her vision, and she's just such a dope person, and I just love the projects that she produced. It was like,
well, he's really into fashion. Yeah, and he's really into fashion, and she knows a lot of the fashion designers too, and she looks good in damn near everything. So he was dressing her like a Barbie doll, like their whole marriage. And then he started dressing her like a homeless man in all the new Yeezy clothes.
That's what I'm kind of saying. It's like, the foundation of their marriage wasn't really that solid.
Ron, at some point you gotta pick a bad bitch and sit down. At some point. It's many bad bitch fishes in the ocean. But I mean, he was getting into his 40s. Like, he had to pick a bad bitch and have a baby. It's no, they had kids, right? You want to talk about their kids?
Yeah, they got 4 kids now. They got North, Chicago, Saint, Psalm. And you know what I'm saying? Since the divorce, like, Kanye's been spending a lot of time with his
real?
Kids. Yeah, those are the kids' names.
I know those
Chicago,
kids' names.
Saint,
I thought there was
and Psalm.
North. I didn't know about a Chicago or a Psalm. I only knew about North and Saint.
Chicago's 3. Psalm is the youngest. He is 21 months old, I'd say. And you know, he's been spending a lot of time with him, with the nanny and whatnot. Like, I think spending time with the kids is gonna be good for Kanye right now. I think he's not saying anything because he's hurting. He's kind of just like getting closer to his family right now. Like, you know, he's probably past the point of thinking about how to save his marriage and is thinking about how to save his fucking ranch. You know, because Kim got lawyers. You know what I'm saying? She got lawyers on lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they had a prenup though, didn't they, Ron?
Yeah, I mean, apparently they had a prenup prior to their wedding or whatever, and it's looking like it says neither partner is contesting. I'm assuming neither one of them is like, fuck that, I want this, I want that. You know, they looking for joint custody. Of course, they would, you know, try to share the kids and all that stuff, and you know, they'll find some type of property settlement agreement. All that shit is kind of customary in marriages, dog. But I think this might be good for Kanye.
Right. It may be, but here's the thing. Okay, so they had the prenup, and you know they're not walking away with each other's money, but Kim is walking away with her divorce airing on the final season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I mean, grand finale. Give it up for Kris Jenner. Give it up for Kris fucking Jenner. I mean, wow. Take a bow.
Yeah.
We done seen Lamar. We done seen, what was the tall boy name, Meg? Chris Humphries. Yeah, Chris Humphries. Now we done seen Kanye.
You can't forget Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush got out
Jenner
at the right
turned
time.
to Caitlyn. Oh, Reggie Bush. I mean,
that show is a for real, like, chronological life of the Kardashians, especially Kim. You get to see all her love interests. You get to see like all the black men they done ran through, like all that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, more power to them, dog. But I feel like there's a lot of things that could be attributed to Kanye's craziness when he got with this lady, Kim. I'm not saying that she was the reason, but it's like, nigga, you was tweaking, man. And I know we ain't supposed to be like, yay, divorce, but I mean, what if we fuck around and get the old Kanye back? What if this nigga really do snap out the sunken place?
Yeah, like, I agree. I agree with that, mostly because, like, I feel like Kanye's best albums have come after the worst things have happened to him. After Amber Rose, we got My Dark Twisted Fantasy, arguably one of his best albums to me. We got 808s and Heartbreak after his mom passed, which was very fucking tragic. We're going to get something crazy after this, in my opinion.
Do y'all think Jay-Z and Kanye will be friends again? Do you think Kim was? I don't know if Kim had to do with that. I think that was more of a Ye thing, but
yeah, it probably was coincidental. The fact that he kind of went crazy when he got with her. But I mean, it's just Kim Kardashian, her entire existence is just weird to me. Like, I mean, I guess she's doing good things. She getting niggas out of jail, but her family just destroys, prominent black men.
So she just breaking even then, Ron, at that point?
I think so, man. It's like
free one black man, destroy another. Like, you're breaking even, bitch. Like, I don't know.
The Kardashians just destroy, these strong black men, and they also free a lot of niggas that sold weed. So I mean, I guess it's the circle of life for them, dog.
I feel like Kanye needs somebody that's a little bit stronger, that's going to be like, get your stuff together, because I don't really, even when you watch the show, it doesn't seem like Kim was really telling him. I don't know if that's because she's Armenian and white, and like in their culture, maybe they don't really like yell at men and tell them, sit down, you looking stupid, you making our family look stupid, we don't need that. So I think he probably needs somebody a little stronger than, because when you're a celebrity, you have that much money and you don't have anyone who checks you. Like, he clearly ain't got no.
Yeah, you got to know how to stop a man's day. Like, because my thing is, you're not about to tell me to go give a presidential speech. I know how to stop a man's day. Like, you're not gonna get nothing done today. I will stop Kanye's day. You're not making it to that speech to go talk in front of these people and say what? What are you about to say, Kanye? You about to say, well, you remember when he went out there crying, looking crazy when he was giving his speech? I run in for not the award show, but when he went and threw last second campaign speech at a college, and then he was yelling at the little, the young like college black girl, and he was like, "You don't know what you're talking about," like almost making her cry on like.
So let me ask you something. What do you say? How do you stop Kanye from grabbing the mic from Taylor Swift? Like, how do you do that? This nigga just drank a whole bottle of Hennessy.
Well, first of all, hold on.
You got me there. That was spontaneous.
But there's also the thing of, I think we're not
Somebody had to drive him to give that speech. Who's your driver? I'm talking to him. You're not gonna get there. Is my point. Sorry, go ahead.
I get what you're saying. You gotta be a little more sneaky about that. Especially, here's the thing. I don't think we've addressed Kanye's mental health. Like, he really is bipolar, and that is a serious condition, right? So if you know that about your man, you know he has a tendency to get off his meds because he thinks he's, you know what, I'm good. I feel good today. I don't need these meds. What are you supposed to do? Crack that little pill open and pour it in his drink. Like, you don't let him go out the house.
Wow.
Kim, I'm sure Kim ain't never got no pill. Put it in his
and it's showing.
I get what y'all saying.
And it shows.
And I'm gonna say, I done read some of the comments, and I always defend y'all, but the things y'all just said are extremely toxic. They are the worst things I've ever heard in my life. The language of stop a man's day, it's like, Jesus Christ, don't stop my
for his own good,
stop my day.
Right. It's for his own good.
Out of love.
Yes.
Out of love.
Look, sometimes you got to save people from themselves, and he is one of those people that needs to be saved from himself.
You don't think your parents, when you go too far, sometimes your parents still, as a grown person, can stop you from doing certain shit. Like, people who love you have to know how to stop you, have to know how to be like, if you go do that, like, I'm gonna pull up. Like, you have to really aggressively love people sometimes.
That's only fuel on Kanye's fire. Okay, it's trying to stop him.
It's just giving him an audience.
It's just giving him an audience.
I guess, man. I don't think Kanye needs any help.
You don't think so? You think he's perfectly like,
not perfect,
you know what?
But he's doing all right.
He might be fine
as
as a human being. Kanye's fine. As a father and a husband, it's not ideal. What you're doing is not ideal. But yeah, it's just a rapper. Lil Uzi just got a diamond in the middle of his forehead. YOLO, live your life. But bro, we got 4 kids, fam. What are you doing tonight?
I mean, they'll be all right too. My parents,
they'll be great.
They didn't have $1 million. Look at me. I'm in a fucking 4-box square thing right now on the internet. I came out all right. North, South Chicago, and what was the other one? Nordstrom's?
Chicago? No, Psalm in Chicago.
Whatever the hell that means, they'll be all right. Uncle Jay-Z, Aunt Beyonce, they'll be fine.
I agree. I think they'll be fine. Again, like, I think what happens next for Kanye is that he focuses on his kids more, and we're gonna get like a Kids Bop Kanye album. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get ABCs and Yeezys next. That's gonna be his next venture. He's gonna try to figure out. He did gospel, he did rap, he did R&B. Now he's gonna do kids albums. Like, that's what he's gonna focus on next. I'm telling you.
I can see that.
I will say this. I applaud. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I applaud Kim. I've always applauded Kim for her upward movement on the ladder. Just fucking with the right niggas at the right time for the right amount of time. I'm wildly interested in who do you get next? Who do you get after Kanye? Like, she's not gonna be single, or at least her history shows she's not gonna be single. Who do you get with after?
I mean, I'm sure she'll find a basketball player that, one of her sisters.
What basketball player is better than Kanye? Just on an optics level, like, who looks better and who looks more successful?
Oh, look, there's a plenty of them that look better.
She's gotta
go
like
not like look. I mean, successful. Like, who trumps
Kanye? Drake.
Drake.
All right.
He is so afraid of Drake. Kanye mentions Drake in every single interview. Drake is his kryptonite. Drake is also very successful and, a great catch. If we were talking that way, as far as like who to level up, I don't think she'd look for that though. I think she'd go for somebody who's like a businessman, who's well off, who's kind of more like her dad, who's like a lawyer.
You know who I think that is? I think the person that's sort of tamed and like a better business move for her is Virgil, which will still be a blow to Kanye. But if she goes with the off-white dude, Virgil, it's going to be cold.
I thought
Who's
Virgil
Virgil?
would go with Kanye over
Oh my
Kim.
God.
Probably. I don't know. Is that?
I
is
thought
that,
he
is
was
he
like
that?
more that.
Who's
I don't know
Virgil?
I don't know his
You know, the
his
designer. He's
sexual
the
preference.
designer.
Oh,
No,
all
I
right.
think I have to agree. I think if you look at Kim's progression, she's gone from like, being a best friend
She
sidekick to like
climbs,
being
man.
a fashion, she was a stylist. Then now she's a businesswoman. She's got her own fashion line. She's now trying to be a quote unquote lawyer, getting people out of jail and prison. So I think like she's just her progression as a person. I feel like I agree. She would go with somebody that's like a businessman, that he's definitely gonna be black because that's all she does. And he's gonna, I don't know, he's not gonna cause her the drama that she's gotten with Kanye, because Kanye is collateral damage to her family. He talks too much when he gets in his episodes. Nobody can tell him, like, they don't need that, especially with the amount of money that they've gotten.
Well, they have needed it. I mean, they've been able to leverage his fucking celebrity,
but not at this
to
point,
boost their own
this
family.
stage.
And him too, though. They got, they're well connected in a lot of areas too. It was a beneficial thing for both of them, and at the same time, probably not, because we don't know their personal life. And at the end of the day, aside from us as them celebrities and the clout and they genuinely might just get each other and understand each other and like each other and be into the same shit. But let's see what's dropping in the chat. Let's see what these people. Oh, final answer though. Do y'all think they're getting a divorce? I say they're not getting a divorce. I don't think they are. I think he's gonna fight for it, and I think they're gonna change their mind. Final.
No, I think they're absolutely getting a divorce. Kim ain't got no time for his BS anymore. She ain't doing that, and she's good enough to be by herself for a while.
She seemed pretty happy. I ain't gonna lie.
I think they've like had this roller coaster ride for a while, and they're ready to both get the fuck off the ride. So I think they're split. I think it's over, y'all.
I don't think they're getting a divorce this go around. If they do, it'll be later. But I think this is the first pump fake. So if it happens, it'll be later. But
I see what you're saying. Because we even seen Safari and Erica Mena going at it. He's like, getting married was the worst thing ever, but they had fought before publicly, and now they back together. And Lil Uzi and JT is back tweeting back together, like, and subtweeting, being mean to each other at the same time. It's like, you never know with relationships. So yeah, but Ron, you're right. It may be.
There's a lot of rumblings, like you said, with what's her name, Offset and Cardi B. They had rumblings of divorce. Will and Jada, they had rumblings of divorce.
Filed.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well,
she had that paperwork. Once you do the paperwork, it's official. Like, you got the people involved, bitch. What's dropping in the chat?
We'll see.
I'll say this. People are saying that Virgil Abloh is actually married, so he wouldn't be trying to get with Kim or Kanye. Let me see. Latasha Stanfield said Kanye ain't ruined their family. Bruce did that.
Damn, that's okay.
Bruce ruined the family? How?
He's like, what the fuck did I do?
Bruce been low key for a minute. He been out the way. Yeah, y'all know.
Let's just go on to the next one. This one said, Kanye, Lito's Way said, Kanye did to the Kardashians what they did to everybody else. Now that's kind of deep.
What did he do?
What is that?
I feel like, well, what do you feel like they did? They used people to get to where they had to go. Is there anything that Kanye gained from being with the Kardashians?
I mean, absolutely. He got 4 kids. Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, that's beautiful. That's
he got 4 kids that are absolutely gorgeous, and they're gonna grow up with a different type of life. Like, he could provide something, but they also bring something. Because look at I think one of the things that I do admire about the Kardashians is that even though they're super rich, every last one of them, they still have a sense of family. They do a lot of family stuff together. And I think a lot of rich kids don't get that. So I do appreciate, like, look, Kanye, you got these 4 kids and you got them in a family where at least they'll always have like a big family gatherings, a lot of families, so they'll always be surrounded by family, which is a beautiful thing to me.
He gonna constantly be seeing her, all of their kids, and they got 4 kids, so that's 4 birthdays, all them different recitals, 2 boys, they playing basketball, running track. Like, somebody said, JDG said, most divorces take a long ass time by design. It's set up for couples to attempt to reconcile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Boy, that's gonna be a lot of money because lawyers they just get all the fucking money. They just take advantage
Right.
of your relationship. I don't know why people get married, but more power to them. I think it was a Chris Rock joke, maybe somebody's joke. It's like, oh, our relationship is great. It's so great. Let's get the government involved. It's like, why on earth would you do that? But I don't want to have to sit down with some fucking lawyers when I break up with my girlfriend. Like, why the fuck are you talking to me about how our relationship works? But it's what they signed up for. They got prenups.
Right.
It should be a clean break, apparently. I don't know how long it's supposed to take, but
Here's a last comment. Empress Me said Kanye called Kim mom Chris Jong-un.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What? Say that again?
Remember when he was going on his rant, like probably early September of 2020? He was like, "They're trapping me. I am in a sunken place. Help me get out." And he called Chris Jenner Chris Jong-un.
Damn. Straight dictator.
This is why they should not get a divorce, because he will tell all of their business. If anything, if they do get a divorce for that, I want to hear all the tea, because he know it.
It's gonna be on a double disc album. Okay, you're gonna be dishing it all and a documentary.
I can't tell you who's right. I will say this: there's often times where people seem crazy, and then later on we find out everything they was talking about made perfect sense. For years, we didn't know what the fuck happened to Dave Chappelle. We didn't know what was going on, what he was talking about. This is like more than a decade. Just now did he tell us this is what happened. This is why I kept quiet. Oh, and by the way, they rectified all of these things I was talking about. I'm not saying that Kanye is going to come out seeming as, understood as Dave Chappelle did, but he called Kris Jenner Kim Jong-un or whatever the fuck. We might find out like the nefarious plots of the Kardashians. I mean, they have some very interesting effects on men and men to then become women. They've had some very interesting effects on those people, even their own fucking brother, Rob. I'm not saying that they villains, but if we find out 10 years from now, I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, well, you know, at the end of the day, Kanye has not spoken out about it, and I do hope for his mental health that he's okay, and no matter what happens, that he can handle it. Kim seems to be handling it stronger, and she seems to always have the kids around her. So hopefully, Kanye is, even though all the shit you said about our community, and you kind of threw us under the bus, we still hope you're good, I guess, right, guys?
I'm hoping Kim Kardashian get with Chingy.
No.
She just knows that.
In the line, no. That's just like Rob.
Ching-a-ling.
Give him a chance.
That's funny.
Oh shit! All right. Well, what do you guys think?
Chingy,
I know Chingy. Why is Chingy even on your mind? Okay, if you're watching this video, like it. Go ahead, like this video. If you're rewatching it, like it. Leave a comment below. Make sure you guys come back next Friday for another episode of The Drop at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the All Def channel. Shout out to everybody watching on Instagram. I'm Cynthia Luciette.
Jay Snow.
I'm Meg Scoop.
And I'm Ching-a-ling. I'm Ron Taylor.
Oh my gosh. Bye, y'all.
Bye.